Hello guys, and I hope you had a great weekend because we're gonna start the week with a Socotra map. We have in the color pink playing as the Delhi Sultanate, it is Opa, also known as Wam. And his opponent playing in the color purple, it is Demu from Team Liquid playing as the Chinese. Actually, I'm gonna change the colors, okay? It's just really hard to see which player is who. So I'm gonna put Demu on the color red for now. And Wam on the color blue, just so that it's easier. The problem with that, as you may know, if I change the perspective, the colors also change. So I'm gonna keep them for now. I'm gonna just keep them just like it is. Just like it is. And looks like Demo is gonna go for the early board. We see that this is very, very common in this map. Like you just go for the early board right at the beginning. And, you know, Imperial Official is just gonna boost even more the food for this board. Looks like the meal's a little far away from the board. Am I like blind? It's a little bit hard to see. It looks like it could be closer, but I'm not so sure about this anymore. I'm really curious about how Delhi will play this out. Delhi is not usually the choice for this map. You usually want civilizations with a very aggressive H2 landmark, for example, like English. You can go for English, potentially go for that white tower to get the... when you get map control, you pretty much get the island control because this island is so small, right? So you usually go for those. Chinese makes a lot of sense because you have the Barbican. You can put the Barbican here at the time of your life here, gathering the food from the board. And it's just so weird to see the Delhi playing this map because, I mean, yeah, you got Tower of Victory and whatnot. But it's just it's a very chaotic map. At the same time, Delhi is one of those civilizations that want to squeeze all the food in the map before they go to Castle Age. So I wouldn't be surprised if Wam actually just wants to stay longer in the Feudal Age, just spam units as usual, as Delhi does. And, you know, just kind of force their opponent to just fight in the Feudal Age, which, as the Chinese, they just still have some... Oh my god, looks like this villager going down. And indeed, dead by a scout. Oh my god, that hurts. And looks like another one is going down. So, Chinese not really bad at the Feudal Age fights. Just because they have their Chugunu, they can mass a lot of them and they are really good in big numbers. Although they want to leave the Feudal Age as soon as possible just because they get, you know, Imperial Palace Guards, you get all Nest of Bees and all this great stuff that you get from China. Not so much incentive for the Delhi though, so I guess we're gonna see some feudal action. At the same time, this makes me think we may not. We have the Dome of Fate coming up for Delhi. It's something that we have seen very often, like since the latest patch, and Dome of Fate have been a really common landmark, and it's really hard to predict now what the Delhi will do. Like usually you will see the Tower of Victory, and then you will think, okay, like he's gonna use it right away. He's gonna throw a lot of archers, a lot of spearmen, mix gassy raiders there, and it's just gonna be having a great time there. But with the Dome of Fate, like what this gives you is like access to discount the scholars, 65 gold. I believe the original price is 130, there you go. So you can just capture those secret sites cheaper. Let's just say you need less gold. But at the same time, I'm not so sure about the... I guess if you don't want to fight in the Feudal Age, I think it's alright. I think it's more than fine. But we will see. We will see how things evolve here in this map. It's really hard to predict. Barbican already there in the middle. Gonna protect not only the board, but also the ship was delivered here. So he's very, very far from his base. But he's 100% counting on this Barbican to save his life. How many villagers we have here? Just 8 villagers. If someone dies here, it's gonna be the one of those. Not enough space for an extra villager. Anyway, we see the blacksmith coming up for Wam. It's gonna getting all those free upgrades at the same time. Scholars. Now, normally, I think you only want 2 scholars. But with the Dome of Fate, maybe you probably want more. And you're gonna get all those upgrades really fast. Alright, let's take a look at the double broadaxe. 1 minute 50 seconds, and as soon as we get the new scholar, it's just gonna be faster. We're gonna take a look at that later, but let's take a look at what Temu is doing. Imperial Academy coming up for him. Beautiful spot next to pretty much nothing. I mean, where else can you put Imperial Academy here? Normally you put it like, you know, next to the wood or gold, whatever, but looks like this is gonna be enough. It's gonna be getting a lot of taxes from the mill. Anyway, let's take a look at double broadaxe now. 1 minute, and you're gonna, looks like it's gonna be 5 scholars. Actually 5 scholars are gonna be the choice for our friend Opa. Still gathering some gold, so definitely Gassy Riders are gonna start mixing for the Delhi Sultanate. Gonna be harassing this gold potentially, but it's already protected by the town center. And the town center is pretty much like this guy here, like has a huge cannon. Huge cannon. It does 25 damage, so it's like, if you compare to the normal TC, the normal TC just does 8, and you don't want to get too deep into the Chinese base right at the beginning. So far I see Demo with a very good start. I mean, he lost a villager, definitely that's not the best, but he did get access to the board. He's having plenty of income, and he doesn't have any production building. There you go. Archer range already up for them. Is gonna be getting those Trugunus. No blacksmith for him. Trugunus are not really great in low numbers and without the upgrade, so we're gonna have to wait a little bit until he has those units upgraded and with enough numbers to just pretty much melt down everything. I wouldn't be surprised if we only see Trugunus here. It's because it's such a good unit in the field age. They do so much damage that even against Gassy Raiders they do really good in big numbers, so I wouldn't be surprised if Demu doesn't want to go for some spearman. Couple of archer range for Demu, so he's gonna be really committed to those Trugunus. Walls coming here on the east side of the map just to protect those berries. Juicy spot here. Berries, sacred site, couple of gold veins. Very nice. Sacred site gonna be captured here, and Demu with not enough units to actually decap it. The cool thing about this is that you can actually research all this stuff. You research the upgrade for capturing the sacred sites on the Feudal Age, and at the same time you're getting the scholars from the Dome of Fate at a discount price, so you're getting more scholars. You actually have 6 now, and all your upgrades are just now faster, and you can capture a sacred sites faster as well, which means you don't need a bigger army just because your opponent is also massing up some units, so he probably doesn't have the army to defend yet, especially against the Chinese. Looks like Wam is gonna be securing pretty much half of the map, except for the middle, because there is a big power beacon here. At the same time, Demu with a timer. It's gonna be mixing more Trugunu. +1 range attack just came in for him. Are we looking for that +1 range armor as soon as he can? Let's take a look at the income per minute. Plenty of sheep for Wam actually, so he's gonna be very happy about it. That's the cool thing about, going for that berries. If there's plenty of berries here, so you can just gather them before your sheep runs out. So it's definitely gonna give a lot of momentum to the Delhi, just because they won't stop pumping units. But looks like Wam has other plans for us. He wants to go for that fast castle. It's already macroing to go there, and looks really good. Looks like a good choice for him. I mean, Trugunus are great in the Feudal Age, but as soon as your opponent reaches the Castle Age, they're not as good. They're not as good, especially against those man-at-arms. +1 range armor, +2, and that's exactly what Wam is thinking. Trugunus are just not gonna be able to do anything here. It's like Wam knows he's aging up, so he doesn't want to lose his units yet. At the same time, Delhi is aging up as well. But he has 7 scholars. More scholars coming for him. And he's getting all those upgrades really fast. Like, and he's getting them for free. So as soon as he puts the scholars here, he's just gonna be having a great time. I believe now he's just positioning the scholars just to grab all those relics. Just so as soon as he ages up, he's gonna be grabbing all the relics at the same time. But unfortunately, this area is already well guarded by Demu. Demu already sees the age up, so he's going there right into the daily base just to cause some damage. Let's see if he will manage to find something here. Delhi getting that Hunt Blades +3 attack for man-at-arms and lancers. So that's a really good upgrade. Gonna be getting that for free from the House of Learning. Well, 30 rations, very good upgrade, giving extra capacity for the villagers. And looks like Demu is just gonna go for a ramp push here. Now let's see if the Delhi can actually survive this. Veterancy for archers coming really fast with all the scholars here. Normally you see a very slow veterancy for the Delhi archers, but not in this case. When you go for this strat, you have all these scholars that you have in your base, and you can just get all those upgrades really fast. Just really focusing on the houses so far, and if the archery range goes down, Wham is gonna lose his momentum. He's not gonna be able to get that upgrade. Fortunately for him, the upgrade is safe. Even if you lose this archery range, you can move for another one. Scholar goes down. And archers are not upgraded yet. And now Chugunu arrived, but the man-at-arms is already here. +1 range armor is already there for Wham. So they're gonna be really tanky against those Chugunus. 60 Chugunus on the field. Now that's not a number you should underestimate. Lancers are now in the field as well, so then we gotta be careful here. Gotta be careful. I wonder where he can do damage, because Dome of Fate is like, yeah, it's great you take it out, but it's not a big deal, you know? You just produce scholars here, right? You need to take out the production buildings, but they are very well guarded under the town center. But look at those Chugunus. 69 Chugunus on the field. Trying to make some damage. Amazing. Amazing stuff to witness. And it looks like the Dome of Fate, it's gonna go down. More Lancers in the mix for the Delhi Sultanate. And more Rams continue to cause more chaos. +2 range armor coming for the Delhi, so probably he's thinking on just, you know, just wait for that range armor upgrade and then go for it. Because as soon as you get the range armor upgrade, then suddenly all these units just take very little damage. They're actually taking only 1 damage each, so not gonna be much of a big deal, but look at how many Chugunus you need to kill 1 unit. But they are doing it. They're causing quite a lot of damage. And I don't think the Delhi wants to engage yet. He wants to have enough mass. You don't want to have an equal fight where it's like, yeah, I take down all the Chugunus, but I also lost my army. And looks like he's going for it now. Archers, unfortunately, not veteran. But Chugunus doing quite a lot of damage. Looks like they will have to run for now, and I think Demu is gonna lose his Chugunu mass. Looking at how things are looking for him, it's not very good. it's not a very good time. Go back to the Barbican, nice and safe. And Demo is not thinking about aging up, to be honest. He's nowhere near aging up. Looks like one will retreat for now. Only have one relic for him, one more coming. Wait a second. Am I blind? How did Demo age up? Is there a market somewhere? I must be totally blind. He did was aging up then. But anyway, Junos are already here. We're gonna get Veteran C, but not gonna be that great with 22. Crossbowman are gonna start joining the mix. Definitely what you need against those man-at-arms. But it's only one on the field, so looks like the Delhi will just, you know, just keep pushing, get that momentum going, and just Junos will just try to kite as much as they can. +2 range attack coming for him. But they're gonna do really good against these man-at-arms now. They're gonna do very, very nice. Unfortunately, the Lancers already arrived, and they're gonna start taking down some villagers. Already 5 villagers dead for Demu. Astronomical Clock Tower was a choice for Demu, so he's gonna be able to have those Nest of Bees. The problem is you need to take care of the Lancers. Otherwise, the Nest of Bees can easily be sniped. One trying to take down the Barbican by hand, not gonna happen. Unfortunately for him, there's still a couple of village here, so he did lose quite a lot of villagers. Could be worst. And looks like he stick to the range only composition, which it's working for now, to be honest. It's working for now. You want to try to start mixing some Palace Guards in the future just to tank the damage. But looks like he now have a very solid army to strike back. And WAM doesn't have the army numbers to stop this yet. You may think like 9 man-at-arms against those Jugunus and some crossbows in the mix. Actually, it's some crossbows and some Jugunus in the mix. It's like, they look the same, to be honest. They really look the same. That's an issue. That's an issue, because if you want to snipe one of them, it's like you can't. I don't know who's who. I mean, when you attack, you notice, right? But just by the looks of it, they really look the same. They really look the same. Looks like one went for another raid. There's enough crossbows here to defend this. And now WAM is getting that unique upgrade that came from the last upgrade. The last update was the pikes plus 0.5 range for those range units. So they're gonna be... that's actually a very, very good buff. But you can just attack from longer distances. Give you an extra edge for starting the battles. And looks like them is just gonna... it's just gonna keep pushing here. Just remember, this map doesn't have much food around your base. Like, you don't really want to go farms. And WAM is already getting all those berries. Looks like them will only have the deer left. Nest of bees. So be careful not to lose the nest of bees. Managed to get a shot, but wasn't the best shot. Wasn't the best shot for sure. Is to pull a villager just to repair it, and looks like he's gonna do that now. Those nests of bees are so valuable in this map, just because everything is so scarce. Like, there are not many resources, so you don't want to lose any single unit, especially a nest of bees. To be honest, I like Demo's position here. Like, in terms of army, it looks equal, but it's not. A couple of nests of bees, it just makes the whole difference. And he's gonna start ramming WAM now. And while Demus is still exposed, there's no wall for him, so one can just go on raid and just disturb Demus' attack. Probably gonna see that, especially in these leagues. They have a lot of multitasking ability. 3 Nest of Bees already there. Mangonel is gonna be the response for Wham, and looks like he's gonna do a shot. Fails the shot, and you don't really need the Sprinkles to take down the Mangonel, to be honest. Nest of Bees just do a really good job. And you know what also does a really good job? Chugunus. Chugunus do a lot of damage. The Sprinkle already out, gonna take down this. But looks like Man at Arms will take down the Nest of Bees. Unfortunately, the Nest of Bees goes down. Demu rushing a keep here. It's gonna be just all in here with those Chugunus at Nest of Bees. Unfortunately for him, he lost one of the Nest of Bees. But also, one lost his Mangonel. More Sprinkles coming up for him. And these are Clock Tower Nest of Bees, so... And these... They do have extra health. Now you may think it's not a big deal, right? But actually... Normally you need 2 shots to take down a Nest of Bees. With these Clock Tower Nest of Bees, you need 3 shots. So you actually need to go 3 Sprinkles if you want to guarantee that you're gonna take down the Nest of Bees. That's how big this is. Now Demu mixing some of his Sprinkles himself, and looks like Wham is gonna go for a raid. Not gonna be finding anything here. There's not enough gold. Actually, Demu is not gathering gold at the moment. I wonder if that's gonna stop his push. For now, he only has like around 30 military units. So it's not really the best number. Nest of Bees is what really is stopping Wham from actually taking down this army. It's gonna be just crossbows against crossbows, to be honest. Those villagers inside the house. Wonderful. Oh, unfortunately, Wham finds those villagers in the stone. Gonna be taking quite a lot. Demu has lost quite a lot of villagers. Talking about villagers. Village fortresses coming for Wham in 4 minutes. If he really wants to decide to boom, he can definitely do that with that. More houses coming down here. And looks like Demu is slow but steady destroying pretty much everything that Wham has. Already have a keep here. So he's gonna be securing all this food for some time. And an elephant. It's coming soon. Tower elephant coming for Wham. Looks like the keep is gonna go down. Demu doesn't have access to the stone yet. He still has some stone here. He can definitely go for that. I think in this map, stone is the name of the game. Like, if you have stone, you can pretty much secure all the map. Like, very easily. Like, just by putting a keep here, you already secure pretty much 20% of the map. Wham with a lot of pressure. And then it's just gonna be more runs. Trying to do that landmark snipe. 5 Sprinkles for Wham. Gonna try to snipe those Nest of Bees, but Demu already have Sprinkles for himself. But looks like it's not gonna be enough, only 2. Nest of Bees goes down, and potentially another one will go down. Demu not reacting on time loses the Nest of Bees. The keep slow but steady going down. Looks like Wham is waiting for that keep to go down to just push into Demu's base. But Demu is gonna go somewhere else. Goes for right here. Managed to take some villagers. And now he's starting to grab gold here from Wham's side. To be honest, it can be anyone's side. In this map, it's like everything is so small that It's really hard to tell which resource belongs to who. Keep finally goes down. And with that, I'm just gonna... Doesn't have any siege for himself. And that's a problem. That's a problem. And he's kind of running out from... You know, you just can't make units. He made for some farms here, but... Just... He doesn't have food. That's the problem. He doesn't have any food. And man-at-arms are just gonna be tanking the damage from those crossbows. Meanwhile, Tower Elephant at the front line. Trebuchets gonna be taking down that Barbican. One putting an outpost here just to have extra vision. Gonna give vision for the Trebuchets to take down the Barbican. And Demu taps out. What a tricky situation. What a tricky situation that Socotra always puts you in.